voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe. And my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
Ole si tulanga pitusili o le tau. Ole lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. Ona whaangale e whaatau ai o loa e au ngā mole ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai la sa so fua tau ai lisia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo ala mai le talo for voucher. Ile wana whaatau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pavata ua mau le apususi o se wa fine.
So se paro loa fai ngo fie. Ai mai se le tferwa i mala telefoni. Tai mi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash o nei no le tamao le ainga.
Pa te tu la le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo pa tai. Ma lo la le tam fai.
Pa tai talo pavata.
Teki talo pavata.
Nei no le tamao le ainga.
Pa te tu la le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo pa tai. Ma lo la le tam fai.
Pa tai talo pavata.
Teki talo pavata.
Talawhalava everyone, malolo so formal malangi e mama, and a warm Pacific greetings to everyone that's tuned in today. What day is it? It's
Wednesday.
It's hump day today. Talawhalava, and we hope you're having a great day today. Yes, you have just tuned into BluTable Podcast with your girl Pea and Claudia. How have you been?
You know what? It was a great day yesterday, followed by a not so great evening. But there was one thing that I was looking forward to today that has kept me going through all the crappiness.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Pea and myself, we went out to Panikeke out in Mangere, and it was so much fun. There were so many beautiful things, and we're really, really pushing supporting local, especially this Christmas, because if you do recall, there has been over 26,000 New Zealand businesses that have been wiped off the New Zealand registry, which is a very, very heartbreaking thing. So in the supporting local, what's that word that I'm looking for? In the something of supporting local, I actually went back to Panikeke yesterday because there was something that Bear had her eye on, and I said, supporting local and also supporting and being grateful for your friends that are there. I got you a little something, and I want you to open up on the show because I'm hoping that I got the right one. And if you guys recall or watched yesterday's show, then you might just know what I got her, because she did mention it a few times. And she did say I was on a Christmas list, so this is going to be an early Christmas present. I think she knows. I hope she knows. Did she get it? Did I get it? Wait, I don't know if I got it right yet. Did I get it right? But did I get it right? Yes. Success, guys!
Oh my God, Claudia, what did you do?
This is just proof, guys, that you can support local and make your friends, your special friends and your special family members happy all at once.
My goodness!
And I was actually gonna give it to her yesterday, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna wait until I
You
get on the
can't do this on the show. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Everyone's like, she's crying. It's.
But I'm just hoping I got the right one. Yes.
You did.
Yay!
I really am lost for words right now.
Why don't you unpack it and then show
I
everyone
will
how
unpack
cool it is.
it, and I have.
Yay!
It's like, I love that.
I know. I could see how much you loved it yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it for her.
I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did this.
You deserve it, though. Now I'm gonna cry. This is a very emotional show on BluTable Podcast.
Oh my gosh,
like,
no, because this is really special, Claudia.
do you know what? I think, Fala, if you're watching, I think you got to step up your game now, because
my
you might have some
gosh.
competition.
You do have competition. I'm. Oh my gosh,
go.
that's gonna be another hour of my thank you speech, right?
But honestly, guys, you just gotta support local, guys. It is the end of the year where we can buy these very unique, beautiful presents while supporting local and also showing gratitude and appreciation for friends and family that have lived with us throughout these last years, and especially this year, because
It's been tough, but
hard.
this.
So yay!
I can't believe it. You know what? I love it. I can't. Not supporting local, but I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm lost for words, and oh my gosh, now I have to step up my game. I love it.
Oh, you already did.
I absolutely love it. But guys, I'm like all muddled. Thank you. I am truly blessed to have you.
Pleasure. My
Claudia.
pleasure. Honestly, my pleasure. But guys, get out there, start supporting local. There's not many days left until Christmas, so now is your chance to really show your gratitude and appreciation. And talking about showing appreciation and gratitude, we also want to send our love to Nana Millie, who is currently in hospital. I think she's just doing some checkups, but we wish you all the best. You are going to be in our prayers, and when you're sending you so much love. Nana Millie is one of our viewers, and she always pops in and says hi to us, and honestly, that just means so much to us.
Yeah, and you know what, Nana, we hope you are doing well, but to all of the nurses that's taking care of our lovely Nana Millie, please make sure that you are providing her with the best of the best guest because Nana Millie is very, very special to us. But if you are feeling a little bit unwell today, Claudia and myself, we're sending you loads of love. But man, I'm guys, I just want to cancel the show and just go out to the night.
And Nana Millie has tuned in. Look, you know, she's currently in hospital, but she still didn't fail to tune in. So hi, Nana Millie.
Hi, Nana Millie. We love you and we appreciate you.
Yes, so much.
But you know what? We were talking about supporting local, and yesterday I did get a package from Cases Creation. I just wanted to share that, you know, this is all natural products, and it's actually helped ease some of the acne issue that I have been having lately. So, guys, by the time lockdown is over, I'm going to be showing this off for my brand new youthful face. They're supporting local, so don't forget to support local.
Can I smell it?
Yes, of course. It is kawa and lavender balm. So please take care of yourself. It's really important, especially now. I think we mentioned it a few times on our show that a lot of our ainga, our families and friends are showing a little bit of lockdown fatigue. And I'm telling you now, I don't have lockdown fatigue anymore. I'm ready, and I'm so happy.
Yay!
Really am. What an awesome day. God is good, guys. But, you know, before we, head into our special guest today, I did want to mention our very special sponsors. If you have an idea about a small business, or if you're not 100% sure, but you need someone to help navigate you through the process, then hit up our awesome friends there at The Generator. They will be able to, they are an online platform to provide our people with the support and a program. They'll plan it with you, direct with you, and I can't stop laughing, smiling.
Yay!
But so please head over to The Generator. Otherwise, if you are looking for the perfect gift for your ainga lea I Samoa, whaingo whia lava, hit up our beautiful whalute there, Pacific 40, and she will be able to hook all of your ainga up in Samoa. From something as small as 30 tāla, it will not cost you much.
And we have mentioned that, start sending your talofa vouchers now, because that's going to start earning you brownie points for when you head over there, and then you're going to be treated like a king and a queen when you do.
I'm telling you. And also a massive, massive whawhitai lover to our wonderful family and friends there at Maoto Samoa service station in Samoa. You can also get some vouchers, pay with a voucher, drive around the island. And if you are driving around the island, se lafa meiko wakanga, we miss Samoa. We absolutely love and miss Samoa right now. And
And I just want to say a shout out to Tanya, who has tuned in, and now Tanya is Creations, and honestly, I'm so looking forward to trying the products that I have ordered.
You know what? Because I only applied it last night before I went to bed, because I do have oily skin, like I mentioned to the CEO of Cases Creation. And after I applied it last night, I don't even want to try and sound gross, but the swelling of the acne that I had there, it went down.
That is amazing.
I mean, you can still see the scarring.
Well,
guys,
I mean, but that's a huge difference for just overnight for the first time, like, using it, right?
Yeah, which is normally quite, it's irritating. But guys, we are going to bring in our special guests. But today we're going to show a few photos as well while we give you a bit of a lowdown. Today we have Luke Mealamu on, who is the owner of Mealamu Securities. Security is, the word security is the state of being free from danger or threat. And this very team right here are the very hearts and soul who have been keeping our community safe. And I do want to make a special mention through to Joe, which we've just shown a photo of. They've actually protected Joe a few times because of the issue that she's had with, just some online bullying. So it's awesome to see that the team are there 100% to help protect our community. And today we do want to acknowledge Mealamu Security, who has served our community for over 20 years.
Wow.
And not only do they specialize in cost-effective, round-the-clock security, they are one that you can trust. And so right after the break, we are going to bring the awesome Luke Mealamu on. And we're going to have a little chat about his work in the community.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask him, have you seen around like up to date good stuff?
This is what I love about Pea. She is herself on camera and off camera. And, you know, just to ask that question on camera,
Just be like,
I love it. I love
don't
it.
expose me today, please, Luke. But right after this break, right after this break, we've got our special.
Tau tua ma le au nanga mo tau sa mo service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau teu tuina lo ta vale, ma le tele unisio ma tau au nanga I se. Ai le ngata hoile, ma tau te sia ke ina fo I lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow mau lau tapan. Afai po vai pa olosa. Awala te pol ma tu te siapa lah yang poi e mau lau tapan. Molo no posila fia. Mua tape lau ta vale pe out. Lua tape lau telefoni il time out ina lau tapan. Mala vaenga mulu. Mana tua fo. E matua I whaasaina, lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga whapengi. Ota Samoa, ore maota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au auna pea mo oi Samoa. Maftaile fia mai, we'll see you again. God bless.
Talofa everyone, and welcome back to BluTable Podcast for your Hump Day Wednesday. I'm just so glad that Pea loves her bag that she actually spotted yesterday when we were out and about in Panikeke and supporting local guys. So honestly, like I have said before, when you support local, you do discover very unique and beautiful gems that you wouldn't have otherwise. So, you know, if you can, would really urge you to support local and just show your gratitude and appreciation for all the small and everything they've had to endure this year, especially with COVID. But today on the show, we are very excited because we do have Luke Mealamu from Mealamu Security. And like I was saying off air, I absolutely love talking to anyone that has done any type of security work because they honestly have the best work stories that you could possibly come across. So, honestly, guys, without further ado, welcome Talofa Lava and welcome Luke to the BluTable Podcast. And thank you so much for being here and joining us today.
Talofa Lava, ladies, and warm Pacific greetings to all our viewers today. Thank you so much for having us on board today, and thank you for supporting small businesses. It's a very important part, especially of the economy, probably at its lowest in probably 100 years of New Zealand history. So thank you very much for, again, supporting our small businesses in our community.
And thank you so much, Luke, to you actually for being here. I mean, honestly, the pleasure is always ours every time we meet a new guest. But let's crack into it, Luke. What inspired you to get into security, into the security industry?
Yeah, I heard you reading the definition of security, and
Yes.
I think it's always been in our DNA. It started from our father, always being the leader of our family, and because security is not only just your, like physical appearance, but it's protection. So it's filtered down through the generations, and we've just managed to make a business out of it.
Love it. I love that when passion meets business, because that's when like the magic really goes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because it's quite natural for our men to be quite protective of our ainga. So, and I love that you have been able to, apply that into a business. Yes, I'm going to say it. Some of our men may need QA service on them, but, I love that you are, you were inspired because it just comes naturally to our Pacifica, everyone, to be, the alpha and to be protector of our family and our ainga. But here's an interesting fact, and I'm not going to apply for a job, but did you know, Luke, I've got my COA?
Yeah, I don't think we can afford your salary. You've breached our salary.
Are you
But
sure?
yeah, you understand doing the security training, what it takes, and taking a lot of the stigma away. Like I've been in this industry a very long time, and I've always classed myself as a doorman and not a bouncer, because a doorman is more articulate. I'd like to think that, and you want to make people feel welcome, or you want to make people feel comfortable, where a bouncer will just give you the thing and,
That is so true.
So there is a
But
difference.
we really pride ourselves on customer service and the return customer. And this whole time, we still got no business cards. So the power of word of mouth is very strong, and social media. I'm very blessed. Our oldest son drives our social media platform, so that's another way to connect to people. But other than that, that's my version of security, is being good customer service and making people feel welcome and safe.
Sorry, Luke, just for those of us, including myself, who aren't familiar with the security lingo, what exactly is a CO?
COA is a certificate of authorization or authority, or it's just a lot of authority.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I'm still
Is that
learning
why
it
you said
myself.
CO?
That's why I said COA.
But yeah, it's important that it's a record, so that you present that COA on site, you wear it on sites, but then the public, everybody knows who you are, and that you've trained and taken those steps to be licensed.
Well, check you out, Pea. That's really cool.
Yes, I'm a licensed security personnel. Yes, I did do the course, and it is very, very difficult. I think there are, I think our Pacifica community just think that it's just, it's they water it down a lot, but there's actually so much skill that is required, and that goes into the actual job, because you need to, it's the way that you approach somebody, it's the words that you use, it's the body language. The security needs to be able to read what the other person is like. But tell us, how difficult has it been for yourself? Because let's be honest, sometimes our Pacifica community, their body language is quite mixed. So Can you give us a little bit of a lowdown about that side of the business?
Well, we have a really good operations team and a really good leadership team. Thank you for delaying our meeting today, because Wednesdays is our leadership meeting, and throughout the meeting we're driving delivery. You know, what do we look like? How does our community see us? So again, the way you look, the way you act is at the top of the list. Especially with our Pacifica, we have to also we always whakamaulalu yourself to you're the person in charge, but you still have to be below everybody else, if that's a fair way to say it. Probably a bit more about Mealamu Security. We have 110 static full-time guards that work for us around the clock. A lot of our work now, 20 years ago, we started in the bars and learned heaps, and still learn heaps as we go. Our since sold that, and then have branched out and have built Mealamu Security. There are 3 shareholders in there, and that's my wife Nora and our oldest son T. He's 23 years old, and he's really bringing our technology into our organisation. When I talk about technology, it's about being able to talk to all our sites at once, knowing where everyone is, GPS, all our delivery aspects to accountability. So it's work in progress. We are still learning as we go and open to learning new things. So that's Mealamu Security.
That's amazing. Now, you did mention that you have over 100 static security guards. At which locations can we find your security guards?
We range from the top of, during the first lockdown last year, we branched out to Whangarei. We're up in Whangarei, right into down as far as Jewelry. We've got a lot of business in the city at the moment. And when we talk about different businesses, static guards from building sites to business associations to schools, I like to think we're very diverse in that area.
It must really, really keep you busy. And I know that security guard work isn't easy at all. And like you said, it does take a lot of energy. Where do you find time for family? Because I've used to work at a shopping centre before. I was part of the management team, and we worked closely with the security guard team. And I remember the head of security guard, LT, my main man, LT, he was really cool. He would be working around the clock, and he would be so tired, and he wouldn't have a lot of time for family. How do you kind of balance work and family time?
Within Mealamu Security, family is what we base our values around. Yes, we have a lot of staff that do big hours. We do encourage our staff that family is priority one. For us, for me, I'm really blessed because work is not a job. I love what I do, and I wake up every day looking forward to a new day. It's not a job when you enjoy what you do. So yes, I'm a licensed security guard, but my thing's about helping our staff. You know, that we really build. In the last quarter, we've had 2 of our staff members buy houses. I want to be ensure that with a full wraparound service, we encourage our staff to save. We've even got a staff member that's mortgage free now. Lucky bugger.
Wow.
So we are really blessed. Our delivery of security is not just looking after our community, it's about us as governance looking after our staff and giving them the best opportunities to make money for their families and support their families. That comes from my background. I'm really blessed to, I was a school social worker at Oreire College. I was working for Strive there for about 8 years. And again, that's another form of security because you're looking after people's self-well-being and students and families. So from there, I've sort of learnt, the practice model, the whare tapa whā, the spiritual the whole, the 4 pillars of life.
Yep.
Work in progress, and I try and move that into our business strategies and moving forward.
All right. I love that. I totally agree with you 100% that when you absolutely love what you do, it's not a job. Like, and it's the same thing here with Blue. I wake up every single day, and I don't struggle to wake up, knowing that I'm here, that every single guest that comes on, they share their journeys, and it just adds value to my life, to the viewer's life. And just like you've mentioned, like just that, your contribution to our community through your security business. But I'm just blown away. Sorry, I get like this. Sorry, Luke. But you've mentioned that in your line of work that sometimes you do have to bring it down a little bit. Naturally, our Pacifica boys are designed for the security job, the big bulky shoulders. But then sometimes we do get the few that do look a little bit intimidating. And I think I've in my time have experienced a little bit of that, not from your firm, but from others. Can you tell or explain to us what your process is like when you are trying to ensure that that your guards apply all of this? Because sometimes it's just the way that they look, but they're actually really, really gentle giants. What do you do to ensure that that we see that gentle giant side, that they're just protecting us and not, I'm really talking about my cousin that works for you, actually.
Oh, hello. I was just talking to him this morning.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think and that a lot of it just comes down to being a good host.
Yeah.
Now, we always encourage our staff, be the first to say hello, because you're breaking the ice. I've said this in various other interviews. If you don't break the ice, their interpretation or their vision of you is, just another bouncer. So our processes we have to engage first. So if it's in the middle of the day, a good afternoon goes a long way, because if that person's having a bad day, you can say good afternoon, so he hears you again, or they hear you again. They have no other choice but to respond back to you. At least you're broken the ice.
Yeah.
And again, the communication skills is the way you say hello. You try and again from all yourself to be at the same level. Because I know what you mean. I don't like going places with my family and the guard standing there and he just doesn't say anything. And I don't say who I am or do, but I wish they just take that little bit of 1 second to say hello, because that goes, and welcome, because that goes a long way. In a nightclub form, if you don't welcome someone into the venue, you can always, my thing is you can always bank on that, because I can, later in the night when they've had a few much 2 beers to drink, you can go, hey, remember me? You met me first before you came in. So from there on, you've got not the upper hand, but you have leverage power to say, okay, I want to ask you to come outside for some air. Then have some water, have something to eat, and then come back inside and enjoy yourself. The main thing about that is being security is ensuring there's a good environment inside, a good, safe environment. So withdrawing the threats, or to cool them down is always a good thing.
I love how your mind works, Luke. Like the way that you see things is just.
Because I agree.
I think that's good life advice in general.
Yeah,
as well.
actually, because I've done part-time work at a club, and it's always been my thing, and I always, and I wasn't the manager of the security guards, but I always said to the security guards, because I've experienced it, I said, look, guys, instead of kind of like trying to act all macho and be like, I'm the boss, how about you say, hey guys, because I feel like the security guards are ultimately the face of any events. They are, that's it. The mood that these security guards set right at the beginning will be the mood that this person will take out right through the whole night. Doesn't matter how intoxicated that person is, they will remember how well they were treated at the beginning, and they will just have that good time right through. Because I can tell you now, if once a security goes, excuse me, where's your ID? I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm just looking, move over there then. That's when I'm like, all right, I'm a Pacifica woman, that's it. So I agree with you, you know, that way and what you're doing, oh man, I love it.
I do.
Maybe you need to maybe hire some more people.
I think Bear's asking for a job, Luke.
Sure you don't need an admin person?
You're overqualified.
Do you think so? I'd be like, you know, the type of security, like, hi everyone, come inside.
I was just going to say that.
But you know, yeah, but we've had an awesome experience. You know, we recently went to attended a few events at Malta or Samoa, and you actually did a massive one last week for the Youth United. Tell us a little bit about that, because your team had been like the first on site with regards to the COVID response, and then you had Jacinda Ardern that you took care of and protected. Jacinda Ardern, Prime Minister of New Zealand, last week. How was that?
Oh, really blessed. And again, it was a really, really good to see our youth involved in pushing vaccination. And really good that the whole event went to plan with no major hiccups. We did have a few anti-vaxxers on the outside, but that's freedom of speech. I just told our team, please just leave, more than welcome to protest, but do it on the outside. We had it because don't spoil the good vibe that's inside.
Yeah.
We've been really blessed to look after our PM on numerous occasions. Probably the last Tuesday was probably probably more or less. We stood back a little bit more than what we usually do, because again, man, we're so blessed to have it at home. You know, being in Mangere, that's our home. We sort of know everybody around, but always blessed to get that opportunity and work alongside our Pacifica.
Luke, do you have any advice for our community that would make your life and job as a security? Yeah. Just trying to help you out here.
Just say it's the woman, eh? The women are the rowdy ones.
No, I'm not sure what I say on here, but yeah. I think especially through these challenging times, we probably just need to be kind to each other. And that's, you know, strangers to strangers and people to know each other. No one knows what's people struggling at home. So we have to have open minds to, you know, what's the word? Or just be, you know, my advice would be just to be kind in this space, because everyone's suffering at the moment. And we just need to be there to support everyone.
Guys, you guys heard it from the man himself. Be kind.
Just be kind.
Guys, be kind.
I think that's been the, you know, the message right through. And I know that we're, you know, earlier on always mentioned that we've been struggling a little bit as well. But look, Luke, it's been an absolute honor having you on the show. You know, have a little bit of a laugh about, you know, our security guards, and you know, and it is important that we, you know, we are here to acknowledge and honor you boys and the females and for the work that you do, because it's not easy. I know that I've been one of those grouchy members. I'm like, excuse me, can you move? You know, and so I understand that, you know, you have to deal with a lot. You've got the angry customer who didn't get, you know, their order on time, and that you're trying to, you know, you've got very emotional people right now. So I take my hat off to you, Luke, and to your whole entire team for the work that you guys have done to ensure that every single person is protected during these very testing times, because I think right now everyone is about to explode. Thank you for bringing calmness in all of the events that, you know, that we've seen. Thank you for, you know, protecting our community leaders, especially during these times where there's, you know, there are two sides of the story, but yeah, you're mainly Jo. You know, she's probably been a highlight that you guys have protected. But thank you so much for everything that you have done for our community. But we are going to wrap up. So, Luke, can you just share with us, some business advice or, words of encouragement to anyone that is maybe looking at opening up a business or
wanting to be a security guard?
Yeah. Being the protector of the nation.
I like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Protector of the nation.
That's awesome, ladies. When the licenses first come out, you'd probably agree with me, they cost an arm and a leg. But now we have certain providers in our community like InWorks, InWorks Dual Hours, and there's a lot of free training now being offered into our community. So if security is your passion and there's a pathway into it, to other stuff. But in words of advice, pay your staff on time, pay your taxes on time, and just be good people. I think it's for me, it's about being positive examples to our peers, our wider community, and also being the best version of yourself, or being the best version of myself. So that's my advice to all the listeners out there. Thank you very much for having us on the show today, ladies. I'm still shaking in my boots at the moment.
What? Why? You did so well. No, you're lying.
I don't believe that. As a protector of the nation, I do not believe that.
I love that. Mealamu Security is the protectors of our nation, and it's exactly what we needed for the Hump Day, for your Hump Day Wednesday. We needed just that reassurance that our community, we are facing difficult times.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult, and I'm just, I'm okay now knowing that the boys are out there to ensure that we're safe, protected, especially talking a little bit about that.
Definitely, and honestly, putting security work and business aside, just listening to you talk, Luke, I just love the way that your mind works and your outlook on life. So thank you so much. The pleasure has been all ours.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And also, I just want to say a good afternoon and shout out to MW Harbour Streets. Treats. Sorry.
Yes, and also a massive shout out to Tolan Apparel. It's going to be a song and dance for myself and Claudia. Please support our local businesses. It is free. It is free to support them. You're like, what? It's free? Yes, it is. All you need to do is just like. Don't scroll past like. If you can, share. When you are sharing another platform or another business, it could potentially reach out to another 5 of your friends who may actually need and require that service. Cases Creation, who's on as well. But yeah, otherwise, thank you. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Gosh, I'm really lost for words. Oh, and my pankeke bag. But thank you once again to the protector of our nation, Mealamu Security. Whawhitai lava, Luke.
Thank you so much, Luke.
God bless everyone.
Tau tua ma le au nanga le mo tau sa mo service station nei tona i mata. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele o nisi o mata au nanga i se. Ai le ngata foile ma tau te sia ke ina fo i lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow mau lah ucapan. Apa itu yang baik pak orang sah? Awalnya telefon, matu siapa lah yang voice mau lah ucapan. Mulu no posibilidad. Mua, tapi la ucapan le peaut. Mua, ta pēlau telefoni le taimi utu ina lau ta'avali. Ma le vaenga mulimuli. Mana tua fo. E matua I whaasaina. Lo tau makatapa'a ino fuanga whapengi. Mota Samoa. Ole mota mo Samoa. Mato te fia e au una pea mo o Samoa. Maftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
BluTable voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le e whaatau o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa so fua tau e lisia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana whaakau ma me te mga orai. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apususi o se o fine.
So se paro loa fai ngo fie, a me se le te wherua I malau telefoni, taimi uma.
Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e le tamā o le ainga.
Ia whaatea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo whaatai. Ma lua lava le taumpai.
Tai talo pa voucher.
Teki, talo pa voucher.